the real ones could vouch. They thought I was done, but all that out. You gotta play my this hard. Salute when you see me. Put in the car.
Wow! Can you believe it? This kid just did the impossible.
Salute when you see me.
I'm just getting started.
Boom. Love that closing line. So, what you think?
Yo, you absolutely crushed it. This final edit really took it to the next level, man. I mean, you gotta be looking for an agency job, bro.
I'm glad we on the same page, man. There's gonna be a lot of eyes on this. This is gonna be ready for when you make it big.
What? With all the subs you're about to get?
I mean, we've been boys for a minute, but I ain't that nice.
You gotta talk to my agent.
Yeah, we just pulled in. Building. All right, great. We'll be right there.
Yo, this place is amazing. One day, I'm gonna have my own building with banners hanging up.
You a beast on the field, man, and it's only a matter of time. And I know you're gonna get both. We just need the banner to be dope. Oh, like that one, with the shoulder pads and the baseball bat.
Love that.
Well, you gotta let your man take care of that, because Zono swag.
Yeah, you do. Man, it's chilly out here.
Hey, yo, Jay, since we're early, can we stop here real quick? This would be a perfect spot for a video.
Always cutting it so close, huh? All right, 2 minutes.
All right, you ready, baby Creed?
Yeah, man, let's go.
All right, what's up, y'all? I gotta ask my man, what are we doing here at Nike HQ?
Hey, so I got an exclusive invite to come out here and train with some of the best in the NFL. Just to be here and learn from these vets far into the league it's huge for me. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, but I'm ready. Let's go.
Money. Nailed it, baby.
Cool. Thanks again, Jordan. I still can't believe we're here.
You got this. Now let's go get you checked in.
Hey, there he is. The next big thing has arrived. Brandon Young, lead sports performance director. Nice to meet you.
How's it going, Brandon? I seen you in a couple videos with OBJ and LeBron.
Well, you made it here, so that must mean you got next. And I see you brought the whole team with you.
Wouldn't be here without him. This is my agent, Jordan Wright.
So, brand manager.
Oh, you sure you're not supposed to be part of the program? We still got a couple of slots left.
I'm retired. I can give him a run for his money.
I'm gonna go grab your credentials and schedule from inside.
Hey, a bit of advice. Take it all in. Well, get yourself checked in, and I'll see you out there in a bit.
Oh, before you go, you've worked with some of the biggest names out there. What's the secret to their greatness?
Frankly, it's balance. It's more than the body, skills, and the stats. It's the mind, too. Nice to meet you.
Brand manager, huh?
No doubt. Bro, I need to figure out who Jay's plug is. Because you ain't made it yet, but this is big time.
Okay, so you're all checked in, and the rumor mill is active right now. There's a few teams interested in moving up in the draft to select you. Okay, I have moved all of the pre-draft visits and interviews till after you completed the program. I have your access badge, and if you check your phone, I've sent you the schedule.
Let me check it out.
Alrighty. How you doing, fellas? You doing good? Everyone's nice and excited. I don't look so nervous. Everyone's happy? Good. You all had your breakfast, I hope. Hard training this morning, boys. Hey, buddy, how are ya? Alrighty, guys. Long speeches aren't my thing, so I'm going to keep this brief. This is going to be 6 weeks with no interruptions. 6 days a week, 2 sessions a day. The thing that separates the elite athlete...
That's my little guy. I know some that are coming to the coastline. I'm on West Side, we don't show signs. You got some fake friends, they just told lines. Text, I reply, baby, till my phone die. You know he lied if he said he don't lie. Love once again, and you know that I'm never too proud to beg. It's hard to admit that I'm you know I'm a got them lining up, divining, so my timing up, I'm climbing up. You won't see me folding up, you icy, but ain't cold enough. Feeling like the chosen one.
Did I really mean it? I'm in the future, study company, not in your single or in your TV. They me only wanna be me, higher than I've under. Watch the more from me. YouTube careers, I seen the more funny. I did not stumble. Be dead, I think they uncomfortable. How many flavors? Sign off paper. Into my hater, game changing.
I'm getting greedy, I blow the whole budget on me, that's on me, I'm conceded. Treaty, nah, that ain't how we treat it. This right here sound like a three-peat. I put the in it sound like I'm needy, but I'm like, oh, bitch, you needy. Me and HB going Juvie and BG, they gotta put my face on the box of Wheaties. I'm praying for whoever think they compete and salute when you see me. That's all he ever, so that's how you greet me. I'm going TM 101 Jeezy, and plus they got D2 on repeat.
This is the Rich Eisen Show.
Welcome back to the show on your
Brandon. Hey, so listen.
Take a shot, show 'em never miss. Nah,
Second week of training here at Nike is in the books, and my man is putting in some extra work on his own because that is how you stay a household name. Speaking of which, since we got the exclusive invite to come out to Beaverton, we've been spending so much time on and off the field with NFL greats. We're talking Pro Bowlers, Hall of Famers, baby. Everything my man here is trying to become, and I gotta say, so far he's looking good. But I'm gonna go on record and say that he's lucky that I ain't out there. Ain't that right, superstar?
Why don't you come out here then?
Nah. See, because what happens if I put this phone down, go to work on you, then there's no proof. And then you can just dismiss it like it never happened. Hey, man. What you do? Hey, why are you picking on me? Just some random guy. Why don't you go one-on-one versus NFL competition, huh? Because I'm sure there's a lot of guys out here who would love to go up against you. Say something.
Figure certain things out on my own. Make a phone call home to the ones I love. Crazy out here, hey, yeah. To be real, man, I thought about pulling the so I can go fly high with the ones above. Yeah. I don't wanna be judged, I just wanna be me. Even though we buy chains, we just wanna be free. I don't wanna be judged, I just wanna be me. I just wanna be free. You got to be the one the people looking up to. To reach the sun, but come step to my shoes.
Hey, man, it's all good. Don't get down on yourself. Right? Think about it. When you get to the NFL, you're going to have a whole week to prep for these matchups. So if you put in work in the film room, you're going to be on an even playing field. No doubt.
All right, so here's the interesting part. There isn't any footage of this mythical football game that supposedly took place at...
If you haven't heard the name Jordan Wright yet, believe me, you're about to be hearing it a whole lot real soon. She's one of the top young agents in the game, and we're actually live here at Nike headquarters. Jordan, what are we doing out here today?
We're watching the soon-to-be #1 pick get some work in.
Oh, so you're calling it right now, huh? You think he's going first overall? That's a wrap?
Of course. I mean, I can't name one player who has dominated the way he has.
True.
The hype has been building and building since high school, and every step of the way, he has lived up to it. I mean, everyone's still talking about the college football playoff, and that was a month ago.
The eyes of the college football world have descended upon this grand palace, the Superdome in New Orleans. Tonight, it's the second of our two semifinal matchups in the college football playoffs, as we'll see the Oklahoma Sooners taking on the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Monday's national championship game in Miami. We are underway here in New Orleans. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
From the 38, Gilbert. A dump off here to Stewart. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I really like the angles that the tackles came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. He's got Mason complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They run with Thomas. Oh, nice move. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Gilbert. And his throw is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. From the gun on 3rd down, Gilbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Mason. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake, Gilbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
We're scoreless after 1. When the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. The drive will start with an option going left. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this.
Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football. Does the big boy have the juice? The 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed. That time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
I know he might be a little winded after that previous long run, but now you're in goal-to-goal situation. That changes what you do defensively, and it worked for them on that play.
Maybe trying to reward him after that long run. We'll see if they... And he is in! Touchdown, Nebraska! Taking it in from 7 yards away. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, he had 17 touchdowns this season, and he caps his drive off with a touchdown in the playoffs.
And all the things NFL teams like about him are on display there. Agility, decision-making, the way he hits holes, of course his burst, all things that will serve him well at the next level.
Extra points. Splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Cornhuskers ready to kick this thing off after the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now is the Oklahoma offense ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, It does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, Gilbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Mason. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 1st and 10, Gilbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Green. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 2nd and very short, Gilbert. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lynch. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 102 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Well, we've seen this young man really put together a tremendous career at the collegiate level. I mean, this season alone, almost 1,800 yards, better than 100 yards a game. He has been a force in leading his guys to the semifinal.
And, partner, you and I both know that the thought process in the league in recent years has been don't spend a high draft choice on a running back. You can get an excellent runner in the middle to late rounds. Heck, even a free agent sometimes emerges. But in this case, watching him play with his talents, I have no doubt that a team with conviction may take him in the top 5 in this draft. Put the ball in his chest, stand back, and enjoy the results.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they can't bring him down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Right back to him on 1st down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. On, the loser goes home as we start the second half of this semifinal matchup. Taken in at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's some type of thing of beauty.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say he'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. 160 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. On 2nd down now, it's time. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. And this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
9 yards is the pickup there. They'll have a 2nd and 1. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, it's time. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Second and goal from the 1. And they will take a knee here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Sooner offense back out, ready for their next possession. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it? And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Gilbert. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Gilbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Lynch down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. So led by a collective team effort,
Well, we're now just a few days away from the College Football Playoff Championship game, where one of the nation's top running backs will take the field one last time in a Nebraska Cornhuskers uniform.
well, some of the biggest stars of the college football world will be on display tonight as we welcome you to Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Tonight we play for the College Football Playoffs National Championship, as we'll see the Clemson Tigers taking on the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Set for football now in South Florida. Strap in, folks. It's going to be a good one. And we are underway in the national championship game. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They begin with Henry. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Now Taylor. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
He completes it to Henry. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. The Clemson punter out there now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. This is taken at the 23. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. First down, Todd. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a give, right side. It's Todd. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top. He's got a man, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Nebraska. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Cornhuskers have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3-and-out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3-and-out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3-and-out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3-and-out. I went 3-and-out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. On 2nd down now, Jewell. He takes this for 3 to the 29. They go play action now. Taylor. Open man is Lashley. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. To throw again on 2nd down. Taylor looking deep downfield. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 17. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll run on first down. Time. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Going to celebrate as national champions. 2 quarters to find out as we get set for the final half of the college football season. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And that'll set them back 5.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Still first down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Todd. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. On first down, time. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, it's Todd. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down at the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down now, it's Todd. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. We have played 3 quarters. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That good for 19 and a first down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break in the football. Get it out. We got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Nebraska. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cornhuskers add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Taylor. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll keep it on the ground. Time. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. They'll run on 1st down. It's Todd, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 132 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. On 1st down, Todd, and down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down.
And he is in. Touchdown, Nebraska. A great play there. 32 yards. And the Cornhuskers add on to their lead. So celebration time in Lincoln tonight. For the first time in more than 2 decades, the Nebraska Cornhuskers are on top of the college football world.
No matter the game.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. I didn't expect to answer any questions about my favorite marine mammals. Not really my area of expertise.
Well, this one is a little more straightforward. Teams that pick near the top of the draft are generally concerned with how guys who've had a lot of success in college will handle it if that doesn't come overnight in the NFL.
Obviously, we're picking first overall for a reason. We've got a lot of holes in our roster that we need to fill. So if this is a process that takes some time, how are you going to respond?
I understand this is going to be a process. Man, my agent warned me that some of these questions would be random. Yesterday I was asked about my favorite marine mammals. And now you guys got me singing karaoke? Man, I can't believe it.
Well, the good news is, and I don't mean any offense by this, but we know for sure your game tape is better than your singing.
Yeah, well, I'm glad we got that all figured out.
So if you don't mind, I want to go back to your last college season. It goes without saying that you had a prestigious career. But did you feel like you needed to win the national championship to validate it?
No doubt about it. When I made my college decision...
2 minutes.
It's gonna be good to get back home.
So that's the situation. The Hawaii charity game that Russell Wilson is hosting is the same day as the Nike event in New York City that Zoe is heading to. And no, it's not possible to do both.
Man, that's tough. What do you think, Jay?
Well, the Nike event is a good opportunity to continue building up your brand. But the EA Sports event will help your brand in a completely different way. You know how it goes. I know it's a tricky decision, but that's life in the NFL.
That's what I've been waiting for.
Yeah, I get that. But what I mean is you're always going to have people pulling you in different directions. And there are only so many hours in a day to do everything.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So, what's it gonna be?
I just looked at my wrist, I got time today. Don't cross the...
I can feel me rising up. Pressure brought this diamond up. This like perfect timing, huh? They are way too fond of us.
But ain't gon' count to y'all, cause y'all went there when they ain't had a ball. He talking sporty, wonder how he felt watching his dog basketball. I had to tell my wife to stop, he don't like the basketball. That time he talking big hit, I was kicking it houses for it. Just 2 different tickets, right? Oh yeah, they loud, boy, them players lazy, they don't get no bread. Yeah, they be counting, boy, them labels scouting, boy, they talking M's only the 1,000, boy. They get you touched, and they get you fouled, boy. I'm talking, you out of bounds, boy. They always screaming, Rich be snapping, I say the boy, I'ma lose the roof in this thing. Please don't test me like on that boy Johnny. And they talking games like everything look cut them drop. They going insane, they wanna pitch. Ain't gon' get in the beef, I'ma just make them blitz. Round 4 deep in the sprinter, how that's your girl? And she in my rental. We ain't had cable, we ain't even have no channels. They change the channel and they see me. I'm signing deals and not no plea. Burglary, being neat. Don't you size me like no rapper. I be quick to grab my ski. That's my sweet, but I be switching it depending on the week. Christian Loon, red bar. They talking about making industry music. They want me to count to y'all, but ain't gon' count to y'all, cause y'all went there when they ain't had a ball. He talking sporty, wonder how he felt watching his dog basketball. I had to tell my wife to stop, he don't like to pass the ball. I wonder where that low was at. It was me against the wall. I was out here running plays, guess it paid off after all. 613, bad girl, her hat just got installed. She got it stitched and I got it stitches. We won't be sparing you. Chasing who? Pursuing who? I won't be chasing you. I'm 4-1, I lost the count. I'ma charge it to the game. 438 is not a game. It's just a music thing. Last player got out his lane. Put right back in his lane. I'ma sit that pat when I get to Cali. Hope we get sent back over. Right near your range, ain't seen no players. All I'm getting ran over. Don't spare mine, gon' spare yours when I doing this game over. Only been rapping for like 4 months, now they players time over. They talking about making industry music. They want me to count to y'all, but ain't gon' count to y'all, cause y'all went there when they ain't had a ball. He talking sporty, wonder how he felt watching his dog basketball. I had to tell my wife to stop, he don't like to pass the ball.
similar to a gunshot. The party was jumping and then the fun stops. Life after death, so my time spent as a pit stop. I think I make them jump when I'm thinking backwards like crisscross. Looking outside and the flowers burn where the garden is. Rush past when they take a turn in the flower bed. These are angels from any angle with no concern. You call them demons depending on how you like to earn. Cash rules everything around me. I ain't make the rules, we just use the tools that the government planted and consumed. You heard? These are really more than just words. Serious, I'm about my dough like I'm working for Mr. Burns. Serious about my art. Every day is
like they thinking my ex was my soulmate. Like they telling myself we'll be okay. We'll be okay. We're surviving, no rhyming, they OJ. Shorty paying the bills, I had no say. I can never go back to the bottom. To the bottom. Selling up and know when the cops come. Jealous and wanted to rob us. I was just trying to give me some dollars. Couple dollars, turn my pennies from hundreds to common. I'm so happy them days are behind us. I ride by different spots, I get flashbacks. I can get on your level, I'm past that. Watch me run it up, I can go back to none. Trying to get to the top of the world. Like going crazy, walking this corner and seeing someone, this girl. All that spinning block, that's a little boy we catch and we rocking this world.
Keep a drum and a stick with no snare, yeah. This feel like the last day of school. They hate me, I'm breaking the rules. If I gotta cheat, I'ma still graduate. Can't be held back with you fools. Gotta stick his diplomas on the medical like Dr. Stu. I met a shorty who's about to turn 40. I'm talking my we just shooting the breeze. Brothers and porches, but popping and watches are whipping and raining. I keep it a G. Turn out the streets, need disturbing the peace. Cause it don't feel the same. You ain't here to witness my name. Going insane. Everything changed. When you had the money and fame, it don't feel the same no more. But I'm at the top of the top of the top of the top going crazy. And this feels amazing. Cause they used to never show love. If you wanna with me, baby, just with me. Don't act fugazi. Cause that would be crazy. Ain't no need for fronting my love. I'm at the top of the top of the top of the top going crazy. And this feels amazing. Cause they used to never show love. If you wanna with me, baby, just with me. Don't act fugazi. Cause that would be crazy. Ain't no need for fronting my love. I'm the happiest that I've ever been. LA getting fresher than pins. Big racks, I got money to spend. Big packs in the back of the bin. Pink slips, tell me why would I ran. Chrome hearts, I can see through the tin. I got my phone off, getting up while we roll up in the load up. Baby, I'm gone. All of our plans, they went up with the wind. She wanna, you know that's all that I need to do. Where did you go? You lost in the, so I'm leaving. Cause right now it's time for the demons. Not my fault you didn't, cause it don't feel the same. You ain't to witness my name, going insane. Everything changed. When you had the money and fame, it don't feel the same no more. But I'm at the top of the top of the top of the top going crazy. And this feels amazing. Cause they used to never show love. If you wanna with me, baby, just with me. Don't act fugazi. Cause that would be crazy. Ain't no need for fronting my love. I'm at the top of the top of the top of the top going crazy. And this feels amazing.
I don't come kilometers. I don't walk that many kilometers. Learn from the teachers. I don't take for the games in the pitas. I decide bad mind from a distance. Not this sweet happy.
By myself.
I swear they call my name. I've been in it for so long, I think I go insane. Only been 11 days. Feeling lonely, I mean it. See the shadows, I seen it. Trying to find the meaning. Now the silence, I'm feeling. Put me down, I'm slinging. To the dress song, maybe less songs. Take it back for no reason. I'm on.
Everything's all good, please don't kick me out. I got enough inside of footage. When my foot is from my mouth, I got in touch, getting me in touch with my emotions. Is my emotion. Why not the one involved, getting chosen? Calling in, walking with frozen, making mode at a billionaire with a Bentley in the back. The label called a man, but I still ain't seen scratch.
Dame un poquito, papi.
You see, scratch ain't better than, cause by comparison, I'm basically just talk about arrogance. I almost didn't release this song. I thought about how embarrassing it'd be for me to talk this long about my biz in awkward situations. Like you have, or you might be an odd fool.
I've been sitting back cool and I've been watching the game. I've been looking late. Everybody show up, they keep asking where the real bars at and where the real stars at. I'm ready to see, you know she about to go off. Look, I never said I was a gangster, but I'm hard again. Can I smart man? I know everything you know about. Like, running with the
and I can't stop going. She wanna like she wrote in. Every time I do it, I raise the bar. Like a coach, I can show you the way to ball. Tell him go and play the up at a function. I just don't wanna be your husband. Only hunters, blue bills, like a thumb. Hey, now I gotta talk loud cause the bass is thumping. Eeny, miny, mo. I bounce and I'm broke, then hit the stove. Throw out my turf, so everybody know I'm too. I could bounce back from a loss. I'm just trying to get my point across. Yeah, I'm too. I can bounce back from a loss. I'm just trying to get my point across. I'm going off.
Super Bowl back to back, we gon' finish it. Grab the trophy, we go ahead and sit with it. I remember we came up from nothing, so now we gon' turn up for something. We hit for the win, we ain't bluffing. They hand me the ball like I'm rushing. I gotta work a little smarter, I gotta go a little harder. I gotta ball like a Pro Bowl starter. They think they cold, put them in a carpet. We got them all on the team when we off. I'm told them they can't be like us, we ballin'. We on a spaceship and we gone for real. All of my teammates, they know the deal. Yeah, my heart in the game for real. Hit the ball, but this ain't no drill. New whip with some real big wheels. Oh, you mad, oh, this how you feel. Got the whole damn league tryna scout for us. Number one team passing rush. We're just gonna run up them numbers. They was tough, but we turned them to runners. Ain't no way that we going back under. Came from nothing, we straight out that gutter. Better than draw when I pass it. I stand in the pocket, I'm passing the ball. I'm in the field when they calling the plays. I don't like what they call it, I'm calling it all. Now I be running up bands with all of my friends, and I got the ball in my hands. They mad, I'm scoring again. Man, it's been a minute. When we pull up, we go ahead and get it. If they told you we did it, he did it. Super Bowl back to back, we gon' finish it. Grab the trophy, we go ahead and sit with it. I remember we came up from nothing, so now we gon' turn up for something. We here for the win, we ain't bluffing. They hand me the ball like I'm rushing. I gotta work a little smarter, I gotta go a little harder. I gotta ball like a Pro Bowl starter. They think they cold, put them in a carpet. We got them all on the team when we off. I'm told them they can't be like us, we ballin'. We on a spaceship and we gone for real. All of my teammates, they know the deal. Yeah, my heart
Salute when you see me.
Sitting in my hoopty, God said I was chose. When you love yourself, baby, trust me, it shows. Leveled up, put me on my own pedestal. Wake up, meditate, and get the
Well, you just heard it from the man himself. Life is a bit different now.
Working on a weekend like usual.
Okay, next guy, next guy.
Here we go, shot, Cowboy 80. Ready, ready.
Time, focus.
Let's go. Panther 60, Panther 60. Check out. Ready, ready. 70 Lions. Hut. Yeah. Let's go now. Bronco 80. Hut, hut.
Almost there, a little more.
Set. 19 Tiger. 9. Hut.
Let's finish strong.
All right, Coach. We'll sync up later on. Hey, man, I don't want you to get...
Yeah, perfect. We'll definitely...
We are not only with the projected #1 pick of the NFL draft, we are also joined by his agent, Jordan Ryan. You know, you don't see a lot of players sign with a relatively unknown agent. How'd you convince him to sign?
She's more hungry than I am. You need those types of people.
I didn't have to convince him. You know, you've seen it all and heard it all. There was a lot of doubt when he made the announcement, but we knew what the reaction would be.
She just had to be herself. You're just a number out there with some people, but her vision, her path, she's gonna change the game, and I'm committed to making it happen.
Well, she has to be good to get you to sign with Nike. Did they give you the LeBron deal?
We don't disclose numbers.
All right.
Anytime I can get him hooked up with the community. He doesn't just want to be an athlete. That's what makes him different.
Honestly, I just know what...
You heard the man. He thinks he's Hall of Fame bound, and I'm certainly not going to provide any opposition to that. If I were a betting woman, I'd say he'd be returning to Canton someday as a Hall of Famer. I wish you nothing but the best of the draft tomorrow.
This was fun, Nia. Appreciate you.
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor.
truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys, got the max up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot.
The Home tab is your personal dashboard. View your team's save snapshot. Quickly review the league's top performers and the current...
You've been busy, huh? I thought I'd be stuck in the OTA dorms.
You will be soon, but after OTAs, the keys are...
Kupukai Holamua.
Hey, man, now you see why they have you taking it easy throughout the preseason? If you got injured before the season started, Hey, man, now you see why they have you taking it easy?
Look, we got dealt a bad hand yesterday. But no team in the league is going to get through the preseason without... Look, we got dealt a...
See? Now it's obvious that you haven't... Now it's obvious that you haven't played a single snap in the preseason when you say something foolish like that.
Yeah. Whatever you... Yeah. Whatever you say.
Fellas, we've got to have a great practice today. There's no other option. We've got 17 weeks, we strap it up and we get better each week. This is one of those times you got to take advantage of it, all right? So let's get at it.
Ready? Hey, read. Let's go.
Hey, you know what, man? That was pretty dang good. And you know what's really scary?
You got it, coach.
Coming up, a Week 1 matchup we couldn't have scripted any better. It's Sam Darnold's first game in a Carolina uniform, and he'll face the team that traded him in the offseason. It's the Jets and the Panthers. Next.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Charles, will take a look there at the draft class for the New York Jets. Robert Saleh, the new head coach, he's got his quarterback as they took Zach Wilson, number 2, and moved Sam Darnold down to Carolina.
And we might end up saying that Elijah Moore out of Ole Miss, taken at number 34, could go down as one of the steals in the draft. The wide receiver was drawing rave reviews as far back as the OTAs. And one other one that we should note, how about how they manipulated the draft? Traded at number 14 to take the guard Elijah Vera-Tucker out of USC to protect Zach Wilson.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this third down situation? On third down. It's time. And he gets it inside the 35. A big early third down here for this defense as they look to hold on and force a field goal try. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On third down, it's Todd, and he will have the first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. And now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now a give, right side. It's Todd. Stopped up shy of the 45 despite some pretty powerful running. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, Todd, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On second down, it's Todd. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo. And it's the Bills who have the lead in that one. Emmanuel Sanders, a touchdown reception. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. A touchdown on the ground there for James Robinson. Lastly, let's check in on our nation's capital to see what's happening with the Washington football team at home at FedEx Field. And it's the visiting LA Chargers who are out in front. The Chargers looking to get off to a hot start, and a road win would help them do just that. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jets. And they were able to find some success running the football, which is something they'll need to continue to do in a close game like this one. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they did not have the same kind of success on the ground. They struggled to get the run game going to this point, as you see there. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And Davis content just to bring this out. Time to jump back in. Opening drive, third quarter. And this offense has it in the red zone, 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Todd, and effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 107 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Todd. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. P-Ryan fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, You know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, Wilson. They'll check this one down to Carter. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. Well, points have been... The offense is in the red zone. It's a 1st and 10 situation at the 15-yard line. On 1st down, Todd. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Todd. And he'll be out of bounds. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jets have taken the lead. Well, I think we both got to thinking the team that scores the first TD may be the one to win this football game. And Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll keep it on the ground. Todd. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Missed tackles may doom this team.
I just had a bad flashback. That's why I'm sitting up here with you right now. You've got to tackle him inbounds. You've got to wrap him up.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. The former Cardinal Hassan Reddick in on the tackle.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Todd. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 166 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Todd. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Darnold on 3rd down. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Get your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Panthers, it was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure the Week 1 victory. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try again next week at home against New England.
Well, I couldn't be any more excited about who's joining us here today. She's one of the most popular and prominent voices on discussions related to sports and pop culture. And, of course, when you're not listening to my podcast, you're probably listening to hers, appropriately titled The Nia Polanco Show. Nia, it is great to have you on the podcast.
Well, thank you for having me on, Kevin. You know, it's a nice change of pace to be in the guest seat instead of the host seat.
Yeah, you know, a little change of role. But now, look, you've been at it for, what is it, a little over a year now, hosting your show, am I right?
Yeah, it's been about 15 months now. We debuted last spring.
Okay, so you're a savvy old veteran now. And I know in these 15 months, you've managed to cross paths with just about every big name in sports and entertainment. But there's one athlete in particular, Nia, I have to ask you about. You were there on draft night. You watched him get chosen by the Jets with their top pick. I think you know where I'm going here.
Yeah, I think I've had more people ask me about him than maybe any of my other guests, which really surprised me initially. It was a great interview, and he was way more candid than I expected he would be. But I think I might have underestimated how culturally relevant he already is.
Exactly. And, that makes two of us. And it wasn't really until the past few weeks that I really started to realize just how much of an impact he's having, obviously on the field, but also off of it. So Nia, let's focus on that off-the-field part for a moment. Because from what I hear, he's got a terrific support system that deserves some of the praise. Am I right?
I think it's fair to give some credit to his inner circle. He brought his agent, Jordan Wright, with him on the show, and you can tell that she's providing some great guidance on how to handle himself. Not saying he wouldn't have figured it out on his own, but he's got his team in place, and that's very important for a young athlete.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there's no question. And honestly, it's refreshing to see, so kudos to him. All right, so let's talk about your podcast. And it's funny, I was listening to, I think it was your most recent episode, and it's not often